What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Holy smokes, it's 4:45 in the morning and you're live with Alex O Crypto. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Otter Gang. How we all doing? Smash that like button for someone who's getting up at 4 a.m. before work. We out here. Shout out to the chat. TRD Farmer. Happy Monday. I said happy Tuesday from Sydney, Australia. It's Tuesday here. We in the future. Shout out to Sniper's Nightmare. Dave Digital. Best mods around. Nick Musgrave. Always out there commenting. Let's go. Let's go. Travis Harris says, I dig it. We out here. Shout out to every single one of you. Cyan, the Crypto Lorian, long-term OG Otter Gang members, multi-sig dummy. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for your support. We're trying our best to get you this content. Even waking up Mrs. Otter. She is probably waking up on the wrong side of the bed today. Just like Bitcoin has. Because Bitcoin is printed a red dot on the weekly and maybe, just maybe, it can break these lows. Now, everybody around the world is like, okay, we have not put in a lower bottom, which I totally agree with. If we go over to Twitter here, we can see that everybody has this beautiful trend line here. Beautiful trend line, and then they have this fractal from 2019 that just shoots us to the moon. Now, are we all moon boys? Are we ready to fill our bags and go to the moon yet? I'm not quite sure. Not with all this divergence and stuff like that going on in our charts. But here's your trend line. Can we break through it? This is what we're talking about right now. But currently, right now, what I'm looking for is Dump City. Ill Hero says dump it. Multi-sig dummy says Dump City. What's up, bud? How's it going, man? We out here early in the morning, just trying to get you guys an update before I go and actually make my coffee, my second coffee, and have a little relax before I drive into work. Shout out to all you guys who are working hard, coming home, and still managing to get to the charts, extracting profits. I'm a carpenter by trade. I'm going to go today. It's 36 degrees in Australia. Now, I don't know if you've experienced weather where it's like you're walking in a constant hot fart, but that is exactly what we're dealing with here. So, we do have on the 2-day, the daily, we have this bullish or this bearish divergence that I don't believe has fully played out yet. I do see a move coming down, and how far down do we think we're going to go? Well, we need to break, obviously, this higher low right here. This is what we definitely want to be paying attention to in order to change the structure of this market, and maybe we get a little bit of a dip down. But right now, currently, I was talking about this last night, is that I'm looking for price to make a little pop up and then a dump. Now, where is this pop up? I'll share this with you quickly. Is that we have a key level, a point of control above us here, right around 22,900. So I'm looking for price to kind of push here. We finally getting some volume with New York Open and then continue downwards, because I do believe we have to go and recover a bit of this candle here in order to continue downwards. Now, price has been flat as flat can be over the weekend. Good morning. My name is Earl. Has experienced the heat just like me. Up early and Adam, ready to trade the day and get to work. But hopefully we can see a bigger push up here, get everybody bullish, and then dump it on their heads. So we're keeping our eyes peeled right now. We're finally getting some volume. We have had a higher high. We are looking for another retracement up. If we're looking to get into this long, we can also pull a fibs here from bottom to low, we can see that we obviously have the middle of this range here. This can be a definite, this can be a definite target that we can look at to look for a scalp long possibly in order to continue upwards, take profit early. So somewhere around here, I'd be looking for a retracement back down to these lows and to jump into a long if we're looking to ride that up, because that still is a decent 2.5% move. 36 degrees is cold here, El Hero says. So I can't complain, and I'm not going to complain because I am from Canada. I even have my toque here that I wear on occasion to keep my head warm, even in Australia, because sometimes I'm a hothead. No, horrible dad joke. Sorry. So right now, we have gotten some volume, which is lovely because look how flat the weekend was. So we're back at it. Now, remember, we got the testimony coming up tomorrow, and that will definitely be interesting to see what Powell will say. So we'll keep an eye on the calendar here, and we'll watch for Jerome Powell, his testimony. It sounds very intense, doesn't it? So maybe he gives a little bit of a hint of what's going to happen on the 14th, because we know the 14th, we have the inflation rate. Dad joke for the win. Little Bubble lives in Australia. AU. Amazing. We're trying the dad jokes. Love his music. Little Bubble. I have not listened to Little Bubble, and maybe I'll have to. Is it that that kind of music? I don't know. But we are looking for Bitcoin to move up right now. Now, what's giving us an indication here? Dunladder with 60% of account on Gala, 38.9 to 3925. So that's my thoughts for Bitcoin this morning, is that we're looking for the volume to finally push price up. We are waiting for that testimony on Jerome Powell. Right now, we can look for the bottom of the range to push this back up and continue maybe a little bit of a trickle upwards here in order to possibly dump on people's heads. So that's my ideas. Sounds like Winnipeg summers now. Winterpeg. If you've ever been to Winterpeg, I've been to Winterpeg, and you don't even know what cold is until you've been to Winterpeg. Oh my God. OMG is a crypto artist. Muted. I hope I'm not muted, but TRD Farmer says Winterpeg, which is cold AF. And there are big bull-nosed moose in Winterpeg, and we love them there too. Go Winnipeg, mighty moose. So that's my thoughts on that. Now, we got Gala in the chat. I've seen a lot of Gala looking for some trades. We did some TA on Gala the other day. It obviously has pumped superstardom. So we're looking for a short here. We've come up to previous resistance. As you can see, Gala has had a nice smooth pump here with quite a lot of volume. So this could be an area that we're looking to definitely short as well. Now, when we go into the longer term time frames, we can see that Gala has had quite a drop since that big, huge bull push, right? It's come up quite decently. It's now below this range up top here, and now within this range in between the middle of the lower range. So it's kind of stuck in the middle. It's looking to push back into this value area low, but right now we're getting a nice big juicy blue reversal signal on market Cipher A that's looking to curl over. Now if we go into like the 3 and the 2, we're looking for that red dot, right? We're going to look for the red dot. I have not fully seen it. There we go, 1 hour red dot. So this could curl over, which could be a nice juicy Gala trade coming up right your way. So let's watch out for Gala. Back to Matic, because we were looking at Matic, and we've come to the top of this range here, and we're also getting a reversal pattern on Matic. But don't look for Matic to give up just yet. You can see Matic's in a bit of a downtrend right now, which is a descending triangle, which typically plays out to the downside, which would bring us back down to $1. We have been watching this for a bit now, and the measure move would bring us down to $1, then look for a bounce. So this would be an interesting trade for Matic if it does play out. But we're definitely watching Matic as well. Could be a possible short area. Let's see if we're at the value area high, which is highly likely of the local range. We're actually at the point of control. So value area highs. It's very even throughout this volume cluster. So we're just going to continue to watch that. We are bouncing off the point of control. Maybe work our way down and into the $1 zone. $1 zone is just a psychological zone that we've been watching. It's also been respected throughout history of Matic. And we can see we have multiple touches throughout. Quite a big level of support throughout Matic, as we can see as we go to the left here. So we're watching that in order to look for this trade that we've had set up for quite a bit. But if you are looking to short it, this could be a possible opportunity coming up. Remember, if we're looking for a Bitcoin pop up, Matic's going to follow a similar trend, right? So that's definitely going to be an indicator into some sort of longer move. We're getting a red X on the 12-minute here. So Bitcoin's going to lead the way. And we're definitely looking for it to continue upwards and then drop off. It does look like a significant high. We are getting a red dot on the 24, the 30, the 45. Yeah, it's starting to curl over. But let's look for more volume and more of a decision with Bitcoin in order to jump into a trade. We don't want to jump in at the middle of the range. Now with Ethereum, we were watching Ethereum 2 on this flag, very similar to Bitcoin. Has popped up a couple times. I mean, if you want to be like really skeptical, you can like draw a head and shoulders here, and maybe that plays out. But we got to be patient here, in my opinion. I would not be trading. Gonna ride my alts to the all-time lows. Until I can't go on. Boom, boom, boom. I love it, Dave. I love it. So we were looking at Ajax. Set this up as well. Ultra cold in winter, ultra hot and humid in the summer. That's the one. Welcome to Winnipeg. Nice. Less fees too with less leverage at Sniper's Nightmare. There we go. So we had this beautiful Ajax setup as well, which we did not take, but this was the setup. It worked out quite nice from the other day. We had a render setup as well, which worked out quite nice the other day too. So we are looking at alts. We have made some good calls. We have made a bad call, which was here on Blur. I've never traded Blur, but someone asked me to do some TA on it, and it wasn't too good. It didn't work out. But we did get some nice moves on the other ones. And with some good risk management and capital preservation, we can always extract some profits if we're putting the odds in our favor. So let's look at the S&P 500, because this is going to be the tall tale of what's going on. Pretty sad moose population these days. Aw. We love a big bull-nosed moose, but you probably do have to go out west in Canada. So look at this. We've had this drawn up. We said that it has to get above this 4,071 area of resistance. It has come up and it has wicked down, so it's looking to get rejected and work its way back down. Can this continue down this key trend line? We'll have to watch and wait and find out, but it doesn't seem to have the oomph to get passed down, and maybe it rides along this lower trend line. We are looking for markets to go lower. you're looking for a Gala short, definitely we just said for Gala that right now we're at the top of a range, touching up on key levels of resistance that does look pretty bearish. You can see that we've had the push up here on Gala to the key level of resistance at the value area low here. It has failed to break through with enough volume to get above here. It's touching on this key level that was support from before, so it's looking to reverse, possibly working its way back down right now. So gonna keep an eye on Gala and look to trade this. We'll put our around 40 cents, right? Not 40 cents, 39.33. Yeah, somewhere around there. Looking for this to work its way back down into the range that we were previously trading, which is down and around here. So we can target the lows of this previous range, maybe not all the way at the basement here, but definitely down here. So something we're definitely looking. Long or short Ajax. So on Ajax, we're definitely looking to possibly to long eventually. But right now, we gave the short setup on Friday. It's worked out really nicely. Quite a nice gain, around 12%. So right now we'd be looking, it's at the bottom of the range. So we'd definitely be looking for a long, if anything, from the bottom of the range, looking for a reaction down at the bottom. Maybe we get a beautiful bearish or a bullish divergence here that can bring us back up. So we'll keep an eye out here for price to come down to this key level of support, which is around 42 cents, 42.82. And we'll definitely be watching that. Space Invader, good evening, good evening, good evening. Dropper going up top 10 right now. Because we're coming to the bottom of this range of support, we'd be looking definitely for a pop back upwards. So be careful with this trade here, because we do have confluences throughout the market saying that Bitcoin can probably work its way back up, but eventually drop on our heads. So short term right now, I'm looking for a little bit of a move from Bitcoin, a little bit of relief, because we didn't get it over the weekend. We stayed very, very flat over the weekend, except for this volume spike right in the middle. So right now we're looking for a little bit of a climb from Bitcoin and then a rejection. And we can definitely pull a fibs here and see that we have confluences throughout when we go back into the price action here. So be careful, practice good risk management, take a look at the charts, know that things are going to see. We got a nice bounce here off of this level here, but around the 0.5 golden pocket, point of control, somewhere around here, we're going to look for a reaction in price. We're going to look for some sort of bearish divergence that can bring us down, right? Little bubble in the Discord. Otters have a small screen. He don't read comments. I do read comments. Otter the millionaire wouldn't touch Ajax. I called this short yesterday. You definitely did call the short. So we are out here waiting for a reaction from Bitcoin. We can see that the S&P has come up. It's been rejected from the top here. You can see it's working its way back down after trying to attempt to get up to this 4,071. It looks like it's pushing it right back down with the rest of this market open. And then the Dixie, we're looking for the Dixie to pump, right? So on the Dixie, it's come down. Maybe it touches off this 104.1 and bounces back up into this zone. So very, very patient out here. Let's watch how price reacts, and let's practice good risk management in order to keep our money so we can trade another day. Mask is getting quite a big pump right now. If we look at Mask, we can see it's flying up. This could be a possible trade setup. So let's look at Mask quickly and pull some volume across here. And let's get some key levels of support and resistance and volume in order to be making some nice trades. It's 5 a.m. Give the boss a break already. Yes, it is 5 a.m. I'm trying my best, guys. I know my energy is not the same. Maybe this was a bad idea. We are trying here. We can switch back to 5 o'clock and I can get all hyped up and start yelling at you guys. Or we can take our time here and try to extract some profits on this afternoon for you guys. So Mask is definitely pumping. We're looking for a rejection. We got the point of control up here. We got even volume throughout this. Drop some million brazier. Brazers is that's an otter show on the internet. It's called Otter Brazers. It's pretty interesting to say the least. Looking for a reaction here on Mask. Maybe looking for a short, but right now it looks like it's recovered this candle here and it's looking for a rejection, but obviously we don't have any significant signals as of yet to jump in. We'll be waiting. Maybe we can get a nice bearish divergence here. Whew. That's looking like a bearish divergence starting to print. So let's watch Mask. This could be something nice for us right here. Right back down. Otter, please check ADA, and I'm considering a short on MKR. So we'll go to MKR. I don't think I have MKR here, so let's go to MKR. Going over to MKR for our friend Earl, Aussie Earl. You're considering a short on this. It's already dumped. For me right now, just looking at price action, I mean, we have come down to a key level of support. I would not be looking to short this at all. I'd be looking to long. We're in this key area of trading here. This would be a long setup for me on MKR. So I'd be watching MKR here. 965 is the short for MKR. Jeez. If you got in at 965 on MKR, I mean, that's a nice little gain there. Looking at the MKR 1 hour chart, we got the blood diamond. We do got the blood diamond. But we do have a key level of support here. So I would be patient on MKR. What's up, Stregahart? Shout out to you guys. It's awesome how many of you are here. I don't know, maybe I need some super duper coffee for you guys in order to get all hyped up. But if I start screaming and start getting all excited, then I don't think Mrs. Otter will be too happy. Paper Planes in the chat. Real OG. How's it going, my man? Shout out to the Candle Mafia. Thank you guys for your support. Much love to every single one of you. MKR is definitely looking like it's hit support and looking to bounce up. I would not be looking for a trade on MKR. I've been asked to check ADA, I believe. So we're going to go over and check ADA quickly right now. What time is it? Because I got to go to work, eh? It's 10 after 5 in the morning. I leave at 6, so I got to get ready around 5:30. So looking at ADA, shout out to you guys. Now, ADA's come up. ADA's definitely come up, but it looks like it's pushing down. We're getting some movement, which is good. 1 hour looks bullish. Has played up. 4 hour, 5 hour. We had an old trade set up on ADA here, but we're just going to ignore that. Yeah, so we're bouncing around just like Bitcoin here. We've dropped down significantly, popped back up to this key level of support ADA, I'd be looking for a long position down at this key level of support here. And that would be around 32 cents, 33 cents. And I'd be targeting the highs, but I'd possibly look for a wick down swing failure pattern instead of just following these. I'd look for something down low and then up just to get this beautiful arch and possible divergence. That's something I'd be looking on ADA. But just like Bitcoin, just like the other assets, we've definitely had this steep downward trend line that's looking to push price below. Alex, this time slot will grow you very fast. It is right after BB, which is BitBoy. It is an empty US slot, and it coincides with lunch. I love it. Otter, ghostin'. Woo! Shout out to you. Thank you so much, Dave Digital. That's why you got the wrench, my friend. We do have some mindset videos that came out. We have mindset principles, I believe I put out on Wednesday. And my little trick that when I come to the charts, I can share it with you guys right now, that when I come to the charts to trade, before I enter a trade or anything like that, I like to use the rewind button in order to build confluence with my market cipher and everything. So I will come in here, I will rewind price halfway here, and I will play it out and just watch it and watch how it reacts, just to get a better understanding as price is working its way around. I can see red X there, red X here, trying to push price down. Oh, blood diamond, right? Blood diamond again, right? So I can see price and how it's reacting. Some things print and some things don't print, right? And as I watch this, it allows me to understand that price is moving. It's pushing down. It's wicking out. So the bulls are holding up price here. We can see a reversal, try to push down again. Oh, nope, rejected. So bulls are still fairly strong. And when I watch price action here, I can see what's really gone on. Rather than sitting here and kind of guessing, if I just rewind a little bit for the day, I can see how price has reacted throughout. So I can see, bang, we're trying to push down. We're trying to push down, been rejected. So it looks like there's someone holding up price here, right? Now it gives me a better way to look at the charts and, okay, I'm at this key level here. I'm below the point of control. I have a retracement level below me. We've pushed up, we've wicked out a couple times here. We haven't got a reversal pattern here, but we're looking for price to retrace and continue upwards. That's how I use the rewind tool, just to make sure that I can see how price has behaved rather than just coming in blindly and looking at a whole bunch of candles when I haven't seen price really work its way around. So that's just a little bit of secret magic tricks I use. This is work at Dave Digital, also early enough that the Aussies can get involved before work. Amazing. I'm going to have to turn on the energy, like extra energy for you guys, in order to build this channel. And possibly we'll have to get the megaphone and wake up Mrs. Otter. Now, funny story. Last night, I went to bed around 8 p.m. Now, I know that sounds crazy to all you guys, but I went to bed around 8 p.m. and all of a sudden I hear this boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, Mrs. Otter, I'm like, what the heck is that? And we live like in Sydney, but like in a pretty quiet neighborhood, I would say, right? And all I hear is boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, I'm not trying to dance right now, right? I'm not trying to dance right now. So Mrs. Otter gets up and she looks out the window, and somebody like way across in this like factory area had started like a rave. And there's a rave going on. It's just boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, the first time I'm trying to go live at 4 a.m., getting up early for my Otter Gang, and there's a rave outside. And I'm trying to practice like patience and tolerance of all these people and try to get to bed. So I had to put on the headphones and listen to an audiobook whilst trying to sleep. But we made it. Red Bull on a morning instead of coffee. Bit of Metallica, Sandman to wake the missus up to. It was me and a few friends. Dave Digital, like the movie How High, do host with the speaker beside the head. We all know that scene. It's time to get up. Do host, you know? Anyways, I'm trying to avoid copyright, so we won't get into that. They can't copyright my beatbox, right? So, because it's mine. But yeah, so we're looking for a tilt over here. A lot of patience is required, especially when we're looking for news to move us, right? We have the red dot confirmed on the weekly. That's something to definitely keep in mind, that it's going to try and bring us down. It's definitely going to try and bring us down. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep you updated in the free Discord. Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're out here on a daily basis making sure that you guys get some ideas, some levels, some setups. So we should definitely smash that like button. You should have taken your booty out there and interviewed some ravers. Build the crypto community. People just chewing on their face. Hopefully, don't forget to join my Discord so we can give you some free trade setups and some rave music. So we're looking for this money flow. The money flow has stayed in the red and it's looking to curl up. Now, we were saying that money flow looks like it's going to dip out, right? When it starts to dip out, we can have a significant move upwards, but as you can see here, it started to dip out and then it curled back up as well. So can we get this curl, which it's looking like it's wanting to do? We have some sort of curl here and maybe we go for another ride, right? Lemons to lemonade. So just doing some market cipher analysis, we can see even on the 5, we have double red dots curling over. RSI is pointing down. Also, this VWAP looks pretty sharp to the downside. So this could mean a much bigger move to the downside as well. The 4-day, we got the lovely lady humps, right? Bearish divergence trying to play out, further bringing us down. So on these higher term time frames, they do look pretty significantly bearish. So we'll set up my charts and ideas in the Discord too. Appreciate that, Sniper's Nightmare. Thank you for your support. Always throwing up the charts in the Discord, trying to help out the Otter Gang. Very, very helpful. Very, very grateful for you and all your setups. Of course, none of this is financial advice, but we're always trying to set us up. Maybe Sniper's Nightmare is financial advice. You'd have to ask him. But we can see the lovely lady lumps here. But money flow on the 2-day has definitely started to peak its way back up. You can see there's a little incline here. So maybe it'll take a little bit longer in order for this to play out. On the daily, it's a different story. It's very green. It's very much pumping. But it can also be one of these here. Mrs. Otter is awake. How are we doing, Mrs. Otter? Have I woken you up? No, I put rain sounds on. She put rain sounds on. So not only am I not annoying Mrs. Otter, but she had the beautiful sound of the rain in her ears as she was relaxing and listening at 4 a.m. instead of listening to me yell at you guys. So Mrs. Otter with the degenerate, beautiful rain sounds showing us how to sleep when you have an annoying Mr. Otter throwing down the TA on the charts. Thank you, Mrs. Otter, for supporting the channel. We appreciate you. It's only financial advice if I get a percentage of the gain, says Sniper's Nightmare. Well, we're going to have to share, aren't we? And we don't mind sharing our TA or anything like that. Now, is there hidden bullish divergence on the daily? That's the question here that I think a lot of people have. Is there some sort of divergence? And to me, this isn't bullish yet. It needs to come down a little bit more. Is there a decline here? Not at all. I mean, this is like, you'd have to like really manipulate this. It's not very visible. Now, is there on the 20 hour? Much more visible, right? So maybe on the 20 hour, we can see this hidden. Oh, no, not even on the 20. Sorry, wrong information. Yeah, so I don't think there is a hidden bullish divergence. It's very weak. Weak sauce. Dave Digital, she loves you, Mr. Otter, is in it to win it. Mrs. Otter is very kind and very helpful, and I appreciate her, and I would not be able to do this channel without her. She provides the coffee, the food, the sustenance in order for us otters to extract the profits. Without Mrs. Otter, this channel would not exist. She whips my ass and she says, go make some long-term green content. What's it called? Evergreen content. See, she even knows better than me. So we're trying to make that evergreen content in order to help you guys remain profitable, practice a good, healthy mindset, and obviously make them profits, right? So we can see with this aggressive downtrend, I'd be looking for price to work its way back up to this level here, which is a point of control. She doesn't need a handsome man. This is good for you. Dave Digital. My mom thinks I'm handsome, okay? I'm going to put on my Otter Gang toque because I better prepare for today because it's going to be 36 degrees, so I might as well get started early. If using divergences, always best to put them into 3 categories, strong, average, or weak. I agree. Dave Digital, man, you are a legend. I appreciate you. So we're ready for the heat today. We the Otter Gang. We're streaming at 4 a.m. in the morning like Batman. Maybe I just hold the Funko Batman up here and do a whole stream and just kind of nod my head. So we'll be out here ready to give you the goods. Now, it looks like Bitcoin might be getting a move here. We're curling up. We do have the reversal pattern on the 2 hour. What does the 1 look like? Okay, we're getting the red dot on the 1. That could be bearish. So very mixed signals here, but it looks to me like price is slowly curving upwards, right? If we're going to continue upwards here, we're looking for that explosive wick that could be happening actually right now. So we got to be patient here, but you can see that it's trying to push back up into this higher zone and recover this candle. Smart money concepts will probably give us a box around here. If we throw it on, we can just see. No box around here. I guess this wick here and this wick here. There's no real box here. Maybe on the longer term time frames. Break of structure. Downtrend. Yeah, nothing too significant on the smart money concepts. Just a little bit of a push, but we do have a weak low down down here, and we do have these order blocks looking to push price up. So nothing significant to me on smart money concepts. Just be patient here. Let's look for that bearish divergence to pop up. We do have a weak high here, right? So break of structure, moving up, break of structure again. So very mixed signals here. Obviously, we're waiting for that Jerome Powell speech tomorrow. The volume has picked up, which is nice. So we'll look for a trade at the top of this range here, and maybe we can jump in and catch some nice trades. I wish the candles were rising as fast as the mercury. The temperature is going to be flying today. It's going to be another hot one in Australia. And I'm on a rooftop. Maybe I'll throw a picture up at work so you guys can have a laugh at me while we try to work today on a rooftop. Okay, I gotta lose this toque. I'm hot. Looking for other coins. Let's go through. We were looking at ADA. What's Solana doing these days? Oh, bottom of the range Solana. Possible long opportunity on Solana, but it does look like it wants to enter the basement. Alex, just another way of looking at BTC. Look back at the amount of bear flags that have played out, especially the bigger time frames. On the 1 second. But the bear flags, yes, they have played out on BTC. We've come down, bear flag possibly down, right? This one didn't play out, but obviously when we zoom out, we can see that this has just been bear flag central all the way through. So unless the economy is flipping bullish on the S&P, on the dollar index, I don't see Bitcoin pushing past this 25K level of resistance, right? We know that this is here. If you're new to the channel, we know that there's a big area of no volume up here. So once we pass through here, we're probably heading to 28K, right? Up into this volume area here. We got a big gap, the big gap. We don't like big gaps sometimes, we like a small gap. So we're looking for this to try and put in a lower low here. That's what we're looking for. But first, a little bit of a relief up. Thanks, Sniper's Nightmare, for bringing that to our attention. So looking at Solana, Solana is below this previous box that was traded before the FTX scandal. Boom, it got dropped down. Everybody was like, Solana's going to die. Hasn't died, but it's not looking too good. It's come up and made quite a double top here. We did short it before from 25.3, which was quite nice. I'd be looking for a long here, but with the way the market's going right now, I would not be looking for a long on Solana. AVAX dropped down significantly as well. Nothing here, so we'll delete that. To me, this is not tradable either. We're looking at an H-bar long possibly. Let's zoom into H-bar. H-bar short. Did the H-bar short play out? Oh, it did play out. That's pretty nice. H-bar short played out for another 4% gain. That would have worked out nicely, but also trading at a key level of support, right? Key level support. It's very much a risky trade right now because everything is tapping on the door to drop lower. It will follow Bitcoin, but it's going to need some volume, right? It's going to need some volume. Possible long opportunity here. But obviously with these wicks, bulls have pushed price up, but it hasn't been able to break through. Possible long opportunity on H-bar. Atom, bear flagging. Aptos, bear flagging. Bear flagging. Bear flagging. Bear flagging. So overall, bear flagging. We're waiting for Bitcoin to really make a decision here. Bitcoin dominance up 43%. It has come up a little bit over the weekend. Nothing too significant. We're not really above this area here around 45. So that would be very bearish in my opinion. We're watching that as well. With the CME gaps, no CME gaps to be found besides the one below us here, which we are well aware of because I've pointed it out a million times at 20,500. But maybe we create a gap here and then we come back down and fill it. That would be pretty cool. And then head to the basement. Woo, okay, that's me. It's 5:30. I need to get ready for work. So if you haven't, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate every single one of you. Make sure to let me know that you like the 4:45 a.m. live stream. We're going to work to make the money to pay the bills. Also, we're going to be trading and keeping you guys informed. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the support. We're over 200 subscribers. You guys are amazing. Remember what I said. We're watching Bitcoin for a little bit of a pump and then a little bit of a dump. So that's kind of my thoughts right now. I will be watching this and I will be trying to trade these levels in order to get some profits in these bags. Fill up the bags. Thank you so much for being here. Let's watch Bitcoin. Let's look for it to make a reaction up at 22.8. We will see if we can do it. Let's get there and let's short this thing to the basement. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. God bless you all. Have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Much love. Peace out and take care. Mrs. Otter, can you believe I gotta go to work right now? Get your work boots on and get out there and make some money. Yes, ma'am. Peace out, boys.